What's up, guys? AB Trades here with a video. So I really wanted to do this video on risk management, right? So risk management is arguably one of the most important factors when it comes to trading, because if your risk management is not on point, it does not matter how good of a trader you could be on the actual charts. If you don't know how to control your risk and actually understand how much you're risking per setup in accordance to how much balance you have, then you're gonna come along those losses that will wipe out all the profits that you're making. And that's not the point in trading. The point in trading is for your wins to always overcome your losses. That's just what it is. Even in business, doesn't matter. Even in life in general, you want your wins to overcome your losses. That's just plain fact, right? So something that has helped me along the years is just understanding that percentages only come into play when you have a six-figure account, or when you're funded through a prop firm, or you're trying to pass a prop firm, whatever the case may be, right? So I know there's a stigma that you should risk 1 or 2% of your account, blah blah blah. Let's be real, man. If you have $200,000 account, yes, you risk 2%. What's 2% of that? 4 G's. Great, you're risking 4 grand to make 8 grand on a 1 to 2, or 12 grand on a 1 to 3, right? Great for a day. That's amazing, right? But let's call it as it is, bro. You have $500 in a trading account. What the hell is 2% of that, bro? Nothing. Literally nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing. $5. Literally $5. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, what is even the point? You know what I mean? So the way I see it is, unless you have six figures again, or a prop firm account, percentages mean nothing. So if I have $1,000 trading account, I'm comfortable with losing $50 out of it. I know percentage wise, it's not, it's high. Who cares, bro? You risk $50, you lose the $50, you still have $950 more to go. For you to wipe out that whole 1,000, you will literally have to take 20 straight losses in a row. Which, if that's the case, then at that point you have bigger problems than just how much I'm risking. Now I think you got to analyze your whole trading in general. At that point, losing 20 trades in a row is crazy. But all jokes aside, percentages don't mean anything unless you have big capital. That's just what it is. So whatever amount of money you guys are working with, bro, pick a number that you could give yourself a solid 10 to 20 chances to blow. So if you have, let's say, $500, for example, right? I'm cool with risking there $25, $30, right? If I lose $25, I still have $475 left, right? So for me to blow through that whole 500, I will literally have to lose 20 trades in a row. Literally. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I understood from early on, and it helped me, start making bigger profits early on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't take me years for me to make my first $1,000 day. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did it within my first year. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I understood, bro, I'm better off just looking at money at the end of the day. Like, I don't have this big capital for me to just be focused on percentages. Once you get to a bigger capital, then yes, it's all percentage based, because at that point it's more laid back. Like, you're not really trying to, make a living off trading. You already having a living off trading at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little easier. At that point, it's more like, okay, if I make 5-10% in a month, that covers all my expenses, this and the third, but that's 10% of your money. So you got to have good capital for that 10% to be able to cover all your living expenses, and you fully live, and give you some more, for you to spend, and you could lay back, so you need that big capital. But bro, when you first starting, forget about percentages, bro. That thing is literally gone, right? It does not mean anything unless you're one of those people that come into the industry already with a good amount of cash from something else. Then yes, but for the most part, most of us started in the industry with nothing, so we had to grind our way up. You know what I'm saying? So all that percentage thing is bullshit. Like, people, like, I'm just call it as it is. People tell you that whole percentage shit just to cover their ass, right? So if I'm a mentor, for example, right, and I tell you, yo, risk 1 or 2% of your account, bro, you have fucking $200 in a trading account, right? Let's just call it as it is. And let's say, God forbid, you blow it. If you come upset towards me, for example, I get to cover my ass by telling you, oh, well, I told you to only risk 1 or 2%. So that's why you really get told that whole 1 or 2% bullshit. It's really just to cover for the mentor to cover his ass. But me just being transparent and telling you the truth, reality, all that percentage shit does not mean absolutely anything unless you have capital that's something that you should worry about, right? Another thing that has helped me, right? So for this one, we're going to go on to the charts over here. So let me minimize myself here, right? So another thing that has helped me is, for example, let's say I have my regular, this is my regular, setups every single day, right? So I use 50-point stops on US 30, right? I use 50-point stops, right? So here you have a 1-to-1, right? Here you have a 1-to-2, right? You guys see it here, ratio right here, 2R. Here we go. Here you have a 1-to-3, right? Ooh, getting close, right up here, right? And here you have a 1-to-4, right? For the most part, I like to find setups that are within a 1-to-4, right? But how do I manage those setups, right? This is something I've done literally since I started trading. So I have multiple take profits areas, right? So the same risk that I'm having here, so 50 points, each take profit zone is 50 points away, right? So let's do this, right? So actually, how can I? All right, so if I got in at, let's call it 950, okay? So here, this is 50 points, right? So now 05 area will be around here. Boom. This is 100 points, another 50 points, you could say. And then another one will be 100, which is right here, right around there, right? This is just me eyeballing it, by the way. So this is take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, take profit 4, right? They're each within a 50-point radius from each other. Why? Because my risk is 50 points. If my risk was bigger or smaller, then these will be bigger or smaller as well. So something that I do is once I hit that take profit 1 area, right? That's telling me, okay, the bias, so meaning the direction of my trade is correct. The direction of my analysis is correct. So let's say I'm in this buy scenario, for example, right? So me hitting this CP1 is telling me, okay, the buys is the right play, not sells, right? So something that I do at that TP1, I cut my risk in half. So from 50 points, I cut it to 25, right? That's my half. Whatever your half is, let's say you risk 30 points, then your half is 15 points. Sorry, let's say your stop loss is 60 points, then your half will be 30 points, right? So I cut it in half. Why? Because God forbid this trade now, after hitting that take profit 1, showing me that my direction is correct, decides to come back down and retest the entry, well, I got a little cushion in here, right? But now let's say it completely reverses and, it's going to be the other way around. So it kind of just faked me out, that take profit 1. I much rather lose half of what I originally wanted to lose and then, set myself up to catch the opposite, which will be sales in this scenario, right? Because if price after hitting your take profit 1 most likely comes, and stomps you out, most likely it's going to keep going the other direction, So I much rather, lose half of what I originally even was comfortable with losing. So originally I was comfortable with risking 50 points on this pair. So I'm cool with that. That's my risk off rip. I have no problem with. So me cutting it in half is even better for me. Like, okay, great. If price comes back around and stomps me out, I much rather stomp me out halfway of what I originally wanted to lose than the full thing I originally wanted to lose, right? So once I hit that take profit 2 now, right? Personally, me, I either here go break even or I completely close my trade. That's just how it is for me, right? I like to find the 1-to-4 setups just because, it's a little easier. It's, you understand once I hit that TP2, most likely I might hit TP3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? So it's an easier stress-free trade, basically, you could say. So at this point, you could literally let it rock or literally close at that take profit, right? But let's say you're gonna let it rock. You're like, you know what? I want to get the whole entire 1-to-4. Well, after you hit that TP2, well, now you could put these stops, into profit. So now you could literally put your stops in profit. You know what I'm saying? So literally, well, you can't really see it here, but you get what I'm trying to say. So your entry was down here, so you'll put it in profits, let's say 50 points. So let's say you're already at this take profit 3. Well, now my stops are, even if price was to come back down, well, I'm gonna secure at least my 50 points, no heat, right? But now price goes and hits that TP4, well, I basically just got a stress-free with no risk on the table trade, literally, right? So me understanding, these different risk management factors, such as like, understanding, not percentages, understanding that, trading is about money. So when you're first getting started, focus on the money and this type of, risk strategy that I just showed you guys on the actual charts. Those two things have definitely helped my trading journey at a personal level. You know what I'm saying? See higher highs very quickly. Like I'm 3 years into the industry and, I comfortably can make my 2-3K every single day due to the fact that I understand how to go about my risk management, right? So if you want to do this video, to give you guys, a little edge in the markets, you could say, a little bit more insight on how I go about, understanding my risk. And I think it's something that you guys could grab, apply it to your own trading, you know what I'm saying, and definitely could see more positive results. So I hope you guys like this video. If you did, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, anything just to let me know that you guys are, fucking with the videos. And I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.